knipset fast, eller hvad? Se.
Hello.
Yeah, okay, so the next speaker is Ruben Barkow, close enough, and he's going to speak about Flyfunk, which is an open message network.
Yeah.
So take it away.
Okay, hi. Can you hear me? It works? Okay. Hi. I just prepared a speech, a small speech. Okay. Yeah. The internet is weak. Yes, yet we keep ignoring this fact. So we see the same thing over and over again, whether it's because of natural disasters, wars, deliberate attempts by the government to shut down the internet, like most recently in Egypt or Iran, or the omnipresent NSA surveillance. Compared to the normal internet, which is based on a few centralized access points or internet service providers, mesh networks have many benefits, from architectural to political. Yet they haven't really taken off, even though they have been around for some time. I believe it's time to reconsider their potential and make mesh networking a reality, not just because of its obvious benefits, but also because it provides an internet native model for building community and governance. But first, the basics. An ad hoc network, mesh networks are ad hoc networks, an ad hoc network infrastructure that can be set up by anyone. Mesh networks connect computers and devices wirelessly directly to each other without passing through any central authority or centralized organization like a phone company or an ISP. They can automatically reconfigure themselves according to the availability and proximity of bandwidth, storage, and so on. This is what makes them resilient to central control authority, disaster, and other interference. Dynamic connections between nodes enable packets to use multiple routes to travel through the network, which makes these networks more robust. Compared to more centralized network architectures, the only way to shut down a mesh network is to shut down every single node in the network. That is the vital feature, and what makes it stronger in some ways than the regular internet. But mesh networks aren't just for political upheavals or natural disasters. Many have been installed as part of humanitarian programs aimed at helping poor neighborhoods and underserved areas, for people who can't afford to pay for an internet connection or don't have access to a proper communications infrastructure. Mesh networks provide the basic infrastructure for connectivity. Not only do mesh networks represent a cheap and efficient means for people to connect and communicate to a broader community, but they provide us with a choice for what kind of internet we want to use and want to have. For these concerned about the erosions of online privacy and anonymity, mesh networking represents a way to preserve the confidentiality of online communications. Given the lack of a central regulating authority, it's extremely difficult for anyone to assess the real identity of users connected to these networks. And because mesh networks are generally invisible to the internet, the only way to monitor such a mesh traffic is to be locally and directly connected to them. Yet beyond those benefits, the real power of mesh networking is the social impact it could have on the way communities form and operate. What's really revolutionary about mesh networking isn't the novel use of technology, it's the fact that it provides a mean for people to self-organize into communities and share resources amongst themselves. Mesh networks are operated by the community for the community. Mesh networks provide an internet as it is, as it was meant to be, right from the beginning. I think it has been done with Freifunk in Germany and GuiFiNet in Spain. More mesh networks need to be developed by independent companies. Mesh networks have many benefits from architectural to political. Time to take off. This is what what I want to tell you. So I want to find some people here and that are interested and are willing to open up a mesh network in Denmark. And I could show you the way we did it in Germany with Freifunk. We have we have a complete plan how to do it and to build up a community. It's not so much work. I think it could be done in a few hours. Maybe it could be started in a few hours. And I would like to show you the main problems and the main scripts you need to use to install the software and start the services you need to get up a community here in Denmark, maybe. So that's the plan for. I want to do a workshop tomorrow, at 10 o'clock. And yeah, your question?
What if, let's say, you have a group of people that started a mesh network, and they use your internet line. You know, it's spread out through all the internet lines, right? For all those who's in this mesh.
Okay, how it works. I can explain how it works for example, in a community in my town in Kiel, we have a few servers. You only need one server. One server that serves as a gateway.
Yes.
Which is the only point that's at the moment it's centralized, but it can be decentralized easily, and you can use more servers. So you need one server, and all Freifunk, all mesh network nodes, they connect first to each other. All nodes that can see each other in Wi-Fi range, they connect to each other. Yes. And also some nodes, you can connect them to the internet, where they build up a VPN tunnel to the server. Yeah. And through this server, all nodes in the town or in the community are connected virtually with each other. So it's one big network then.
But let's say a person A is using the internet through this mesh, or does they go around the mesh when they want to access the normal internet?
Yeah, if someone wants to use this network now with his client, with his mobile phone or something, he can just connect to this to the Wi-Fi mesh network, like any other network. You can just see an open network there, and you can connect to this without password, and then you're in the network. And if you walk around and you get out of range of the node where you were connected to, and there's another node that sends out the same network, then it roams to the next node. So you're always connected then.
But my question is, if someone were to go on to Google, but they're connected to the mesh network, it would just find some access to the internet through this.
Yes.
Right. What would you do to regulate that kind of access? I mean, if somebody who's in the community or accessing this mesh is doing something that's considered illegal, how would you make sure that wouldn't come back to reflect on your network or your
okay, on this network. Yeah. If someone does some violation of law or something
Yes.
through from inside the network, then that's the standard question. Yes, the first concern everybody has.
Of course.
Then visible to the endpoint is only the IP of the server, the mesh server,
Yes.
the online server that I talked
Yes,
that I
but
set
let's
up.
say-
And this person that is managing this server is responsible for everything everybody does in the whole town.
Okay.
And that's not that's one detail that I would explain tomorrow also. But if to get around this, we use anonymization.
Like Tor.
Yeah, hide me or something.
We just use VPN exit in the.
Wait a second. VPN exits. Yeah.
Okay, hi, my name is Christian. I'm from Freifunk, Germany too, and we use a VPN exit in the in other countries. For example, in Sweden or in the Netherlands, where there is no some kind of logging, and that is every Freifunk router connects to our gateways, and the gateway transfer all the traffic to that VPN exit. So the local provider, for example, as you, for example, isn't able. We are not able to.
They cannot be backtracked.
To get your IP address. So if I do some, if I download some music or something from your local node, you haven't been localized because it's not possible.
But sorry, this is Jakob, the cameraman, actually. This problem is not particular to Freifunk because it's exactly the same problem if you run a Tor exit node. The police will come knocking on your door and say, why did you do this? And as far as I know, you can tell the police that, sorry guys, this is an exit node from the Tor network. We have no logs, we don't know who did it, and we have no way of knowing who did it.
Exactly.
But if you cannot trace back through the mesh network to the originating host, then you cannot tell them who did the download of this illegal file or who threatened somebody or other horrible things.
Yes, and we don't have any logs, so we just don't know. And this is all legal. It's all applying to the law, and there's no trick. It's all just technique that is allowed, and that's just there.
But did you actually have? You say you use VPN, but did you actually ever encounter law enforcement in your work with Freifunk? Have you ever had the actual problem?
We couldn't because we always use the VPN. So
you didn't dare to test it.
We didn't test it. No.
No.
We didn't want to, but probably there wouldn't be any problem either. In Denmark, I think there wouldn't be any problem. So in Germany, the laws at the moment is quite, how do you say in English? Unangenehm. And inconvenient law in Germany that everybody is responsible for everything someone does over his internet connection, which is stupid. But you don't have this problem here in Denmark, so that wouldn't be a problem anyway. Sorry?
I believe that we are responsible for what's going on our internet line.
Okay, so if you have the same problem here, then in case in Denmark it's the same problem, then you could use the same logic like we did in Germany to be safe and not backtraceable. And it's also not like that this would be some that someone could say that it's all legal, so it doesn't matter. You can just do it.
In Denmark, you have to log the data if you got them. So if you do not collect the data for yourself, you don't have to log them. So if you operate a hotspot and you do not have the equipment to log anything, you're not obligated to log it.
Okay, so it's better than in Germany.
Yeah.
Mm.
In Germany, we also have the situation that some Freifunk communities have registered themselves as an ISP, but in a way that they are not responsible for, no, not responsible. They don't have to make logs because in Germany, when you do it for free, like an NGO, for example, you don't have to store any logs or customer data, so it's even not possible to say where what is happening, what has happened. So maybe that's a possibility for Denmark to get an ISP and be for free, for example.
So any more questions?
Yeah, I want to show you something. We put up a small mesh network here on this campsite. That's what this video is about. Here you see we're sitting right here. Right now, I use my shadow. And I think the main Wi-Fi is coming from this roof and spreading all over the campsite. So our caravan is up here, and we catched up the campsite network here with a router and connected a mesh node to that router, and this mesh node is connecting to all other mesh nodes in its reach. So we positioned one here on the roof of the toilet, and one is sitting here on the table. And now the whole campsite is filled with Freifunk at the moment. You can connect to it with your Wi-Fi if you have a look on it. I called it, at the moment, I thought about a name that it could be in Denmark maybe freemesh.dk. So I called it freenot, you see it there.
Which hardware do you use?
This is one of the routers. It has just a battery pack on it at the moment, so it works also with battery. Yeah. This is one of the cheapest routers from TP-Link, which also already suffices the needs for Freifunk. It's just a 15 euro router, and it's called I forgot the name. TLWR841N. Yeah. This would be the cheapest solution, but it's a bit. If you want to use this on your home to connect it to your internet to get internet access to the mesh network, it's a bit slow. So the next one, the next bigger one that is really fast would be about 35 euro. And we have the one on the toilet is also the same like this, and the one on top of the hill is how you call it? A router that goes into one direction mainly. It's called CPE 210. Yeah.
So one more question.
These mesh networks, are they layer 2 or layer 3 networks?
Sorry?
Are they layer 2 or layer 3 networks, these networks?
How many networks
No,
we use?
if it's layer 2 or layer 3.
It's still on layer 2. We use in Kiel we use a firmware called Gluon, and Gluon is using Batman. Batman is the mesh control protocol, and that's on layer 2. So that's the state at the moment. But there are also some layer 3 implementations already, but I didn't try them out. I'm more into organizing and building up the flashing nodes and telling people about it, and I don't know how to program the layers.
So one more question.
Could you tell something about how you'll get into this or how you help if you cannot participate tomorrow? I would like to participate, but I'm doing a talk tomorrow at 10. What to do?
My plan for tomorrow. Yeah, that would be showing you the.
No, you misunderstood. I can't be there tomorrow.
Yeah, okay.
I would like still to participate. How could one do that?
We can use more time. We can also, if I don't know what's happening after this, we can also do some stuff after, this afternoon, if you like. I'm free. I don't know that. I think there are no more talks at the moment. Yeah. So if you like, we can sit together and do some stuff right now. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so no more questions. Super. Give.
I stay here, and yeah, you can come to this table.
Yeah, give Ruben a big hand, and he'll stay afterwards, and you can talk about mesh networks.
Okay.
There's a small gift for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it might be nice. Yeah.
It's a riddle.